Welcome back, my YouTube friends and family. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. Please bear with me as I try to get back into the swing of things, and thank you so much to all of those who commented on my community post, offered their prayers, well wishes, and condolences. It was very much appreciated. Real quickly, if you're new to this channel, we search the internet daily looking for work from home jobs that are hiring right now, and we share them on a daily basis. Timestamps are in the YouTube description box below this video. There's also a link that goes straight to a web page that lists summaries of all of these jobs and the links to put those applications in if you're interested in anything I am sharing. And almost always, most of my jobs are going to be for the United States only, because that is my specialty, and what I specialize in is in the United States job market. Of course, you can help me out if you enjoy anything that I share. You can give this video a thumbs up, like button, and share with all your friends and family. But let's dive all into it. Let's not waste any more time. First up, we have the company HP, or Hewlett Packard. They have 10,000 reviews from past and current employees on Glassdoor. They have an overall employee satisfaction rating of 4.1 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an executive assistant. Now, this is going to be remote work from home for the United States. Most of these jobs that I'm sharing are going to be like non-phone, non-talking, non-phone based jobs. We do have one at the end that is literally listening to recorded phone calls and pays up to $39 an hour. But Hewlett Packard is looking for somebody to basically be responsible for doing administrative supportive tasks for their upper executive level employees of the organization. So you're going to do various tasks in these administrative supports, like keying records into the maintenance system, compiling data for reports, doing budgeting processing, scheduling of appointments and meetings on the executive's calendar. You might have to talk on the phone some with this one, answering and screening routing telephone calls for those upper level executives, but this is not going to be like a customer service on the phone all the time. A lot of this is going to be administrative tasks like scheduling on their Outlook calendar, attending meetings, listening into those meetings, taking minutes notes so that you can send out memos on the meetings and things later. You're going to make outbound phone calls sometimes to like maybe the airlines or things like that. Hotels, you're going to make travel arrangements for these executives when they're flying back and forth and attending off-site meetings. So you're basically just going to be an assistant to the executives, taking care of all of the paperwork so that they can do the big things that they do. Now, they're only requiring a high school diploma or GED for this. It does say that they prefer some kind of college level education, although if you've got experience, they are not going to require that college level education. They are looking for somebody who has advanced general administrative skills and knowledge, someone who can multitask, work on multiple projects at the same time, and someone who can be an administrative employee for the department, the primary person that people go to, so you can be held as a high standard. So someone who has very high standards of themselves. Now, unfortunately, HP did not list the salary in the job description. Actual salary will need to be discussed at the time of the interview. However, people who have worked as an executive assistant for HP in the past have reported to Glassdoor their salary, and it's anywhere from $76,000 a year all the way up to $114,000 a year. Administrative assistants, executive assistants normally pay very well for keeping those high-level CEOs and things like that organized. They make a lot of money, so you will too. Next up, we have the company Citizen. They are based out of New York. Now, they do have just a little bit of lower review. They have 45 reviews from past and current employees, an overall satisfaction rating of 2.9 out of 5 stars. So if you're interested in this position, please always come to the Glassdoor page and read the reviews. These Glassdoor pages are linked in the same place that the application page is linked. But Citizen is hiring a premium agent remote for the United States. Now, this one is going to require some video calls, but otherwise you're going to do like website type chat. They are looking for somebody to work 4-day work weeks, 10-hour shifts. So you're doing 4/10s from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is going to be an overnight shift, and they're looking for somebody to specifically work Wednesday through Saturday. So Saturdays are required, and then you would be off Sunday and Monday. But they need somebody to communicate with their users through video chat sometimes, and then video call sometimes, sorry, and then that website chat. You'll triage the level of severity of each video call or chat, making the appropriate assessments as necessary, offering support and guidance in real time to any users who feel unsafe. And when you're talking to them, if a situation you feel is of heightened importance, you can escalate that up to 911. So you're basically helping people with security alerts and things like that with their safety. So you're going to monitor areas of the platform with user-generated content is published and publicly viewed, making sure it's meeting the company's guidelines and standards. So a lot of this job is going to be reviewing those websites, making sure all the users that are posting are keeping it in line, not bullying, threatening anybody, and you're going to escalate things up to the authorities when things get out of hand. They are specifically looking for somebody who has worked in the safety industry before, so maybe an EMT, first responder, medical professional, or in some kind of a public safety role. If you've ever worked as like a security guard, things like that. So you may have to experience screening a large amount of content and then handling sometimes a high volume of those video calls. So remember, these are going to be like video FaceTime type calls, and they are looking for somebody who has great communication skills and can multitask, but pay for this position is anywhere from $27 an hour all the way up to $34 an hour. Next up though, moving right along, we have Instacart. Now you are not delivering groceries with this position. Instacart has all kinds of back-end administrative type jobs. They do have 6,900 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.6 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a fraud and identity specialist. Now, this is going to be a contract like 1099 position, but they're looking for somebody to review transactions in real time, preventing fraud and identifying any fraudulent activities and patterns, account takeovers, handling those internal escalations, providing service through that online Instacart platform, that app. So this is going to be a 6-month position. It is full-time, 40 hours a week. And so you're going to maintain the queue of inbound customer appeals with time management and prioritization skills, recognizing opportunities to improve and drive tasks, and you'll complete live and historical data for detail-oriented approach. So basically, when people are disputing things on the app or putting in appeals for charges that they've been charged by Instacart on the app, those are all going to go into an inbound queue, and you're going to work that queue, looking things up, making sure that nothing is fraudulent, suspicious, and all of that. So you're going to do a lot of research with this position. They don't require any kind of college degree, just somebody who's 1 to 2 years of professional experience. They would like somebody who does have experience with fraud or data processing or some kind of support related field. Someone who has great communication skills, can be confidential in the information that you see. You're probably going to see people's like payment informations, things like that. They do want somebody who can work holidays and weekends. But Instacart is paying $23 an hour for this position. Next up, we have the company Human Agency. They have only 10 reviews on Glassdoor, so as always, I urge you to do your own research on any companies before giving them your personal information. They do, however, out of those 10 reviews, have a high satisfaction rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an administrative operations manager. So what this means is they're really just looking for somebody to oversee their administrative tasks to support team operations, like managing digital files, preparing reports, and managing organizing calendars as needed. You're going to help the human resources department, including helping them maintain employee records, onboarding and offboarding employees, processing payroll, and just making sure everything in the human resources is up to date and in compliance. So you're going to serve as the point of contact for vendors and service providers when needed. So basically a lot of data entry and paper processing with this job. They are looking for somebody who has 5 years experience in either administrative management or some kind of related field. So if you've done office work, administrative tasks before, someone who has great attention to detail, great organizational skills, and you've got to be able to work with computer systems, specifically either like Microsoft Office or the Google alternative G Suite. They want somebody who has experience using like QuickBooks software or some kind of bookkeeping experience. Pay for this one is anywhere from $60,000 a year all the way up to $75,000 a year. Next up, we have the MLB, or Major League Baseball. They have 793 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall rating of 3.9 out of 5 stars. They are looking for someone to do data quality support for their baseball data. This is going to be a seasonal position. This is also going to be a part-time position for 20 hours a week. You will have to work nights and weekend shift rotations, but you're basically going to support the MLB online club with questions and internal baseball technology incident response tickets that are put in. You're going to investigate potential data quality issues, responding directly to those club members, broadcasters, and MLB leadership, monitoring the major leagues and minor league dashboards online and the internal channels, making sure that reported data is correct, and if there's any tech issues, you resolve them. So you're going to solve problems, answer questions for the database as needed. So since this is all around data and databases and how data is managed online, you are going to have some tech knowledge. They are looking for somebody who's experienced with SQL or database query experience. You've also got to know some like Python or some kind of a coding. They want somebody who has a professional customer support or tech support experience, and somebody who has a critical thinking or problem solving skills. Pay for this one is really small down at the bottom, but it's $27 an hour all the way up to $30 an hour. And last but not least, if you're here because you wanted the job where you can just listen in and review phone calls, this one is it. The company is Spring Health. They have 232 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.3 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a quality operations associate. Now, this is going to be remote again for the United States, but basically in quality is going to be making sure those customer service interactions are of quality. You're going to perform the daily quality assurance reviews on support interactions using a scorecard and ensuring compliance with the documented procedures. So you're not going into this blind. They are going to give you a scorecard to grade these customer support interactions, the phone calls that you're listening to or the chats that you're reading on. So you'll have certain criteria and certain policies and procedures that they're supposed to follow, and you're going to listen to that and make sure that they followed all these policies and procedures, going down that scorecard, checking off what they did right and grading them, and then of course giving your feedback of what they could improve or do better. So you're going to be identifying and addressing the gray areas within their documentation or reported workflow. So when you notice any trends that are not in the policies and procedures, you're going to help make sure that that gets there. You're just going to monitor support trends and give any training and your feedback as far as what they can improve on. Now, this is going to require 2 years of experience in quality assurance or some kind of similar field, someone who has experience performing service recovery outreach to members, someone who has great communication skills, and someone who can provide training or great feedback and guidance. So you've got to have great problem solving or data collection skills, but no college degree is needed, and pay for this one's anywhere from $32.05 an hour all the way up to $39.62 an hour. Woo, that was a lot. If you've made it to the end of this video, I owe you a huge thank you so much for watching and supporting me. As always, if there's anything specific that you're looking for, feel free to leave that down in the comments. I never make any promises, but I do always read those and keep an eye out when I am searching for job leads to share. Don't forget, if you enjoyed any of these job leads, give this video a thumbs up, like button, share with all your friends and family, and of course, I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.